What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today we're back into the realm of Stygian. In the previous episode, we had wandered around a little bit. We had gone over to Honest Bill's. I don't think he's quite as honest as he let on. I like how the brickwork is the teeth right there. If you look, it's got the old poster hang up. Like, the brickwork is coming through to show off kind of the devilish teeth. Little details, I guess. In this area, we had found out that there was some guy named, like, Tar Demon or like Wax Baby or something like that, who's like the weird madness mobster that runs everything. We're a detective named Alabaster Crane, and we had to get to the bottom of this whole thing. So let's talk to some people and let's do some investigations in the noir world of Stygian. The wretched creature before you can hardly be described as human. It's wearing odd, anachronistic clothes and has wrapped its face and hands in tattered rags. Its cringing, confused movements further verify the status of this unfortunate outcast. The humanoid creature is talking with itself in an uneasy guttural tone. His voice is like a cold breeze blowing from beyond the grave. Why have the cruel gods chosen me for their ghastly amusement? The moment he sees you, the pitiful creature draws back in horror. I don't mean you any harm. You sense the creature observing you with its yellow, ghoulish eyes barely visible behind the filthy rags. The outlandish being starts to talk in a rugged but strangely educated tone. Harm is the only thing your kind brought to me. To think I once foolishly believed us to be kin. Leave me alone. It scurries away from you. You're just gonna, like, leave? We were in a conversation, though. I thought we were about to become friends. We were about to be Band-Aid buddies. Ain't nobody closer than Band-Aid buddies. Come on, man. Who are you? You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. Yeah, I don't need to talk to, like, generic people that have no name. Alright. Well, is there anything else around that I can loot? There's a lady over here. Is she another hooker? I'm pretty sure we already got our freebie. I'm gonna limit my interaction sexually in this episode to the one that we got last time around. A couple of cigs right there. I'll take that. Yeah, it's probably not good. We seem to be having some serious geological issues around here. Wrathsack's asking for more junk. Something under the university. Wrathsack don't pay much. Oh, there is a button that lights things up when you press tab. Maybe they patched that since my last episode. I don't know. Either way, though, I do appreciate that. I'm not like the hunt and pet kind of person that I used to be with RPGs like this, where you gotta mouse over everything. I like it when I got like an alt key or something that I can hold down that basically makes everything light up real fast. Makes things simpler. Alright, for my old man eyes that don't notice detail anymore, after 10 years spent staring at a computer screen all day, every day, making episodes and whatnot, my eyesight is not what it used to be. Let's start going into some of the buildings. Don't be suicidal. I wasn't planning on it. Now that you say that, I'm a little suspicious of my motives. A spruce man in his 30s is standing at the reception desk of the dilapidated hotel. From his well-groomed mustache to his sharp suit, he signifies self-esteem that's hard to come by these days. Bonjour, monsieur. Under the normal circumstances, I'd be delighted to welcome you to the Essex Hotel, one of New England's preeminent establishments. He clears his throat, leaving aside the fact that there's no New England anymore. But regrettably, I see you are not one of the ladies and gentlemen approved by Monsieur Wax. I may only accommodate citizens who appear on the guest list. Okay. How do I get on the list? I'm afraid I cannot answer this question, monsieur, for I do not know. They send a new list every once in a while, and I arrange the accommodations, but, common traits of the guests seem to be excessive drinking, vandalizing hotel property, and every other type of combination of misconduct, including the occasional murder of other guests, committing ritual sacrifice, and so forth. Etienne straightens his bow tie before continuing. Perhaps you wish to participate in such endeavors, monsieur? Another thing. What's your name? I am Etienne Lafayette, the concierge of Hotel Essex. I have proudly performed this duty for more than 15 years. A note of heartbreak seeps into his voice as he says this. I also had to take on the role of manager after the unfortunate demise of Monsieur Phillips and of receptionist. We're a little bit understaffed these days, you see. I see. What happened to the previous managers? Let's just say he chose the shortest route out of Arkham, monsieur. Rat poison, along with Madame Phillips and the little ones. I don't recommend it. There were, you know, red bubbles on their lips like a poorly blended parfait. I see. Alright, you seem to take your job pretty seriously. Monsieur, do you know what is worse than a town doomed to extinction? A concierge without a hotel. The Essex is my life, and unless she kicks me out herself, I don't plan to abandon my responsibilities. Okay, so the approved guests aren't really respectful of this establishment. There is a look of melancholy in his eyes. We've seen better days, monsieur. The hotel and me. We've seen better days. Now, what within my humble powers can I help you with? I suppose that's everything. I don't think there's too much more I can ask. So I can't just, like, walk in here is what you're saying. I mean, he didn't stop me. There's probably a decent chance I'm gonna wind up dead. It's time to earn your cigs. Come on, girls. Who are you? Beat it, punk. You guys are gonna, like, beat me with a rifle if I stay in here, aren't you? What happens if I go a little further? I get that this is... I've got a sneaking suspicion this is not the kind of game that gives you warnings. Oh, there's a dead guy. There's a dead guy. A derby hat. Definitely take that. I mean, that's gear, man. Who doesn't love gear? Some cigarettes and a shiv. We've got... This is probably locked, right? It's going to be locked. Yup. I knew it. Splatty knew it. There's a junk key right there. Can I use the key on it? The box is locked. So, like, if I wanted to use a key on this thing... A rusted, useless key. Oh, it's a junk item. Okay. Never mind then. What does the derby hat do for me? Preferred high society in menfolk. Slick. I mean, I feel like anything's better than... I feel like anything's better than a fedora, like a fedora. Like, this is the time period for fedoras, but that being said, fedoras have been somewhat tainted on the internet. Therefore, I feel better with, like, a bowler cap on. Plus, that makes me feel like I might be a bruiser. Rolling down the alleyway. Looking for poppin' jays. Let's see here. Though besmeared with soot and grime, the vanity table's fallen victim to the general decrepitude, fretting away at the once spotless features of the establishment. Makes sense. Is there nothing on the dead guy? I wonder how I get in there. We can use it. We can look at it. It's guarded by a sturdy lock. Can I loot the dead guy that's dressed up like the Joker? No. He's got kind of that Jack Nicholson Joker look from the 80s. So apparently we ain't going up to the 3rd floor. I should probably stop sneaking. I don't want people to get the wrong idea of what I'm all about as an investigator. Okay, well, we've got other buildings around. We could probably go through most of them. Did I already loot this right here? Trying to stay on top of things. Although one of the newer buildings in town, the supernatural darkness has reduced the post office to decrepitude, entering the letters of the damned betwixt its cracked walls. There's a key over here. Key number 0, huh? A key numbered 0. Unlock the mystery of what it goes to. I bet it goes to that box over there. That's what I bet it goes to if I had to lay a wager out here. Let's go see if we can put it inside the box over here. I want to see if it unlocks it. Alright, we're inside this place. Let's see if it works with this lock right here. Does it? It does not. Okay, so it doesn't go to that right there. But there are other locked rooms up here. So we might as well look around and see if the key goes to any of these locks. So we got a locked room right there, locked room right there. Not really a whole lot of interactions that I can take with either one of those. There's a painting. The overall profusion of portraits such as this, which always seem to depict the owlish visages of Arkham's Puritan fathers, only serve to accentuate the invariance of the town's existence. Man, that was a sentence right there. That was a sentence. That was one of those sentences that you gotta read like twice. Like, even if you got the rough idea, you just gotta kind of like marvel at it for a second. Like, look at the words and the way that they're arranged. I don't know, you ever hit like a sentence like that in like a book or something where you gotta like, you know what it meant, but you had to like read it twice because like you just wanted to look at the sentence again and be like, man, that's a sentence. And you don't know if that exclamation right there is a good thing or a bad thing. Like, man, that's a sentence. The door seems to be sturdily locked for a typical building of Arkham with such decrepitness. Who dis? From behind the door. Alabaster Crane, you? Get lost. Okay. Paperboy. Oh, he didn't like the paperboy either. Apparently, I'm nobody sounded like something that might work in the world of Arkham. In all honesty, it'd be like, exactly who I'm looking for. And then all of a sudden, they open the door and some crazy stuff happens. Although he looks like a living wreck with a lot of grease in his filthy hair, the man before you persistently advertises his merchandise, which looks more like trash to you, with an unfaltering energy. Welcome to Uncle Racksack's shop of undiscovered treasures. Don't be shy, come closer. I've got everything you need. Alright, let me see what you got. No, he's got syringes. Looks like he's got some camping supplies, a blank notebook. Or is that my stuff? That's my stuff. His stuff's over here. Well, like, if I've got, like, junk or whatever, he can have it. Oh, really? The junk key is not for sale. Interesting. I'm kind of like, I feel like the junk key definitely goes to that box that's on the floor with the dead guy. I just can't figure out how to interact with it. How are we doing as far as XP goes? 25 XP so far? Not a whole lot. We got some XP for driving a guy crazy, though, which was pretty sweet. I should probably get some subterfuge, too. Why are you going all the way around, man? Just go inside the bank. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, my guy. Guess we can look around inside some of these places. Oh, nice. Okay. Anything inside the car? The vehicle is locked, and I don't have a key to it. Okay, we'll figure it out. I don't know if these are all just like lock-picking fodder or what, but maybe someday we'll figure it out. As far as crafting goes, is there anything I can do with crafting? I've got so many like random little things that like I don't really know what to do with all of them. Well, we got some safety deposit, bank manager's note. What does that say? Notes written, yeah, let's look at this. I've never seen a man who puts any stock in superstition, yet my experience today has shaken my once strict convictions. I had an unannounced visitor. There we go, that's a little easier, that handwriting's rough. He was a tall man dressed in a finely cut suit and top coat, all of an impenetrable black, and his face, well, peculiar as this may sound, I don't remember a damn thing about it. Not his age, the look in his eyes, or the color of his hair. When I try to recall those details, my mind just goes blank. That's probably not a good sign. That's also not a happy noise that I'm hearing on the breeze. The sound of somebody going, ah, for the doctor. Like, I'm like, no. What's going on inside of here? Oh, there's still somebody here inside the busted bank. We've got a wrench and a laudanum shot. Okay. Wads of dollars, couple cigarettes, busted chandelier. Who are you? A strangely presentable man in a sharp suit waits eagerly at one of the destroyed cash counters. The moment he sees you, he begins to speak rapidly and enthusiastically. Hello, sir. How may I assist you? As you can see, this has been a very busy day. It looks like the boom has finally come to Arkham. It's nice to see our little town thriving, don't you think? Sure is. Of course you agree, sir. We all share the same dream in this country, after all. As proud citizens... His voice cuts off abruptly and he freezes in place and doesn't even blink. He looks like a living statue. Excuse me. Some men are endowed by their creator with certain alienable rights. Let me help you with your transactions, sir. Can I see your credentials? I've got a detective's license. Does he maybe want to see that? Let me see. It says you're a despoiler of secret sins. Here are your documents, sir. I hope they will aid you in the game of misery, piss, and shit. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. Apparently, I've been ambushed. A group of raving lunatics suddenly jumps from behind the booths, and you are ambushed. This isn't looking super swell to me. That guy's just despairing. I accept that. He can just hang out in despair. A howl of insanity. Apparently my initiative is god-awful. Ow, dude. Alright. Apparently that guy got all the turns. Ow, dude, I think we're gonna die. I would have liked some kind of warning that we were gonna end up in an instantaneously fatal combat. I don't think we're doing very well right now. I had thought that gunshots would do a lot more damage than that. Is there a way to speed this up? Because we're clearly going to die. Well, I killed one, so I don't know what happens to the rest of them. They appear to be somewhat shocked by the murder, in all fairness. I've got 1 HP left, and I've got no bullets. So, we should probably figure out how to fix that. So apparently we were gifted instantaneous death by going inside that room. Let's not go inside that room again. That was a mistake. I'm not a giant fan of old RPG mechanics like that, like gotcha fights that you just get sucked into without any warning, that like instantaneously kill you when you're low level. But like, I get what they're going after. They're kind of trying to capture that old Planescape Torment type deal. Oh, I spotted something? Nice, dude. I'm an investigator. It's what I do. Got raw opium, a needle and thread, and a few cigarettes. I think some types of like RPG gamers will like that better than others. I guess. Like, I was there during that time period where RPGs had like gotcha combats like that, where it was just like, ah, you die, load your game. You know, I've already lived through that. I feel like gaming actually has advanced pretty spectacularly from that point. A well-built, dark-skinned man is approaching you. You doubt he's from these parts. He seems unaffected by Arkham's nightmarish conditions. There is something inviting, almost provocative in his thin smile. Hola, senor. Please forgive my interruption, but I've been seeing you at the Old Eel and wanted to presentarme. Okay. Go on. I'm called Eduardo. Eduardo Carnella, to be exact. But there's nothing special about my apellido. I'm just the son of a poor fisherman from Kohimar. Yet I carried the Carnella name to this far part of the world. Now all that remains is our past, no? Maybe right, I'm Alabaster Crane. There's a crackle of energy in Eduardo's eyes as he firmly shakes your hand. A pleasure to meet you, senor. What do you want from me? I have a sensation that you may need my services. Different from you, I am accustomed to this survival in the streets. The never-ending, sobreviviente. I survived the Spaniards, the American occupation, then Civil War, then the American again. No hard feelings, though. But you see my point now. I know what to do when things get, hot. I can be the difference between life and, Santa Muerte. So you're offering to fight for me? Amor como amor, se paga y lo demás con dinero. Love can do so much, money can do everything. If you pay me my sig, senor, you'll have your own special angel protector. How much for bodyguard duty? 2 dozen sigs for each day I protect you. I don't care if you're fighting monsters in the mob or El Diablo himself. So you have no fear, huh? Why should I? Survived by chance all my life, and now I do the same. We all do. You were not aware of this before La Catastrophe. I actually never knew the word for catastrophe in Spanish. I learned a new thing. A swordfish killed me padre. One day he'd go out to work and he never come home. SOS, like that. You see, we live by chance alone, but it is when we are out of luck that it becomes plain. I play the game, senor, until La Diosa Fortuna betrays me. Alright, I accept your offer. Let's go. I need backup. I think we've looted about 24 of those things on our way here. So, like, now we've got some backup. Hold on. He didn't get added to my party members. Why didn't he get added to my party members? I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Is she just, like, spinning a hammer over here? What is she spinning? What is that? Who are you? I'm in the middle of something here. Alright. Feel free to continue spinning your hammer. Spin away. Never let me be the one to get in between a lady and her passions. Some kind of warehouse. Alright, so we got corn, spaghetti, some pumpkin. The crate is sealed shut, and I can't, like, bust it open. Like, pop it for a play or anything. You don't possess anything to craft. Alright, fair enough. Alcohol, kerosene, empty syringes. Passage to the intersections of the warehouse seemed to be blocked by a vile combination of wooden boards, mud, twigs, and dirt. Okay. Is there anything I can, like, search out up here? Like, we got that random proc where we got XP for finding, like, a hidden object, and so, like, we might as well walk past anything that looks suspicious for now. We got ourselves a bodyguard, though. That means we're moving up in the world. Either that or it means somebody wants us dead, like one of the two. Sometimes I think those two things probably go hand in hand, but can't go in that building right there. Alright, so it was back this way. I've got a key labeled 0, and I still have no idea what that goes to. Didn't go to any of the doors in the hotel. You looking at me? Who, me? No, I didn't look at you. That's pretty gangster, just gonna do down in the middle of the street for looking at you? That's pretty hot to trot, man. That's pretty, he's out here, he's acting a fool right now. What is that? A notebook with a key symbol, keys, paths, and meanings. An old man is sitting behind the dusty counter surrounded by a variety of odd objects. He doesn't look pleased to see you. Yes, are you looking for something in particular? Do you know anything about this key? You see a flash of greed in the old man's eyes. He hastily takes some notes to a peculiar notebook on the counter. Is it numbered 0? Oh, how interesting. Where did you get such a rare one? I found it on the street. Such luck. What can I offer you for that key, my friend? A key numbered 0 would be a very fine addition to my collection here. Why the interesting keys? I've always been fascinated by them. I started collecting them in my childhood. It was simply a hobby, of course, until the Black Day. And then what happened? It's not important. Just remember that I will pay you handsomely for keys. I'd feel better knowing why you want them. Well, very well. After the Black Day, like many others, I lost all hope. With no reason to go on, I decided to end it. What I desired most is forbidden to men. For days, I fasted and prayed for Hashem's forgiveness, determined to end this misery of an existence. I passed out from hunger and exhaustion, then I dreamt of 2 keys. One was gold and burning, though it was only warm to the touch, and the other was silver and bathed in moonlight. Okay. They were the keys of the Temple of Solomon, and I felt the light inside of me. Oh, Hashem, he spoke to me. His eyes widen and lose focus as though in a trance. You understand now. This is the reason why I've been collecting keys all my life. They are my escape from this Sheol. They were my test, and they will be my salvation. How can a bunch of keys help you escape? There's a hidden power in the patterns and numbers. Some of the keys are numbered. This makes them special. The effect of Isidore's dream fades and he comes to himself again. But I think I've said enough. Dreams are simply the reflection of one's subconsciousness. How hollow life must be for you. Good luck with your time in Arkham. How can I assist you? It's a nice collection of keys you have. I put my life into this collection, though it is unfortunately incomplete. Can I see your wares? Indeed, that's why I'm here, but first tell me, is there something you desire, and how do you intend to pay for it? Do you accept the old money? My advice to you, sir, is to keep your old money in the restroom where it may be of some use. What did you have in mind? Keys, I collect them, you see, all shapes and sizes. If you come across any keys in this accursed place, bring them to Schmidt's Antiques. I will gladly trade the exquisite items from my collection for keys, or if you don't care about your health, I can pay you with cigarettes. But if you also accepted cigs in trade, it would allow you to obtain more keys. I have all the cigs I need. What if someone were to bring you a special key worth more than everything you have in here? I see your point. I'll take cigs in payment, but only for you. You've made the right choice. Alright, what's up with your wares? So, that right there. Oh, really? He'll take the junk key. Okay. Abdul's severed hand. The skeletal hand of the legendary Saracen thief. The Chalice of Eliphaz. Interesting. We've also got a vigilante over here. A well-forged silver ring. Kingsport folktales. I wonder what all this stuff does. So that's a document. And that's a folklorist Stanley's collection contains several obscure folktales from the eponymous fishing town, which exists in constant, timeless isolation. Papa Twilight's top hat. Yeah, I was gonna say it's got like a, it's got a Papa Shango like Baron Samedi thing going on. One can be read by esoteric characters while resting to gain more sanity. Oh, really? That can be read by divine characters, nihilistic characters, and rational characters. That's me. I'll probably take it. I don't know if I don't want to unload my keys, though. I'm going to take that, because why not? You got anything to loot in here, man? You got anything I can, like, steal? I mean, it did say he wanted the key labeled 0, but I'm not, like, sprinting to give it up, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if he's that interested in it, it's useful for something. And, like, what is it that he's not telling me that it's useful for? Like, he wants it. That means I should probably want it too, right? At a certain level, it means that it at least has intrinsic value to him. The vehicle is locked. Man, I need to get some lockpicking out here. Lies, where is your god? After the locals salvage whatever they could find, cultists turn this humble place of worship into an altar of depravity. Okay. I'm still not sure, like, what my goal is right now. I mean, it seems to want me to bother Isidore more. So maybe I will. Maybe we missed a dialogue option up in here. Like, I do need to earn this guy's pay. I don't know what time it is. He said 25 cigs a day or whatever. I'm hoping that was just like a one-time down payment so that we can throw down a little harder. As we saw, that last combat was pretty deadly. I need your expertise on something. He adjusts his glasses over his cloudy eyes. In his expressions, you see an interesting mixture of professional curiosity and grumpiness caused by your interruption. I do not have any artifacts with unknown powers. What about the key? Can't we show him the key? Anything? What do you know about this key right here? From a mysterious man, but I found it in a dream. Long story. Some dreams indeed hold value. What can I offer you for that key? The key number 0 be a fine addition to my collection. Tell me about it first and I'll think about it. Forgive me, but I don't really trust people that easily. This particular habit also helped me tremendously in staying alive. 506. Is it for sale now? I said no. 700. Final offer. You don't give up, do you? 1,000 right now. Losing the key will put everything in jeopardy. You won't change my mind, sorry. If you're not selling the key to me, I'm afraid our conversation is over. Well, then you'll be missing a conversation chance with a fellow devotee of the Kabbalah. You don't even dare to mock the doctrine. Yeah, there are keys to the Temple of Solomon, right, in numbers? Leave it once or I'll have to use my contacts in the Oh, God. So he got, like, downright hostile that we wouldn't sell him. I thought he was testing me. Like, he's being like, I'll give you all the money you want for that key. And if we decided to give it to him, he was going to be like, I'm not going to help you because you don't understand it was at stake here. That's what I was thinking. Should have taken the money. Can you tell me about this key? Do I look like a locksmith or something? I don't know. Go talk to Isidore. He runs the antique store. Has a thing for keys, I've told. And he doesn't have a thing for me is the problem. What do you want? Can I come in? No. Yeah, it's the same thing. If somebody rang my doorbell, I was like, can I come in? No. Who are you? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I wonder if I just, like, totally screwed the pooch on that quest. The Watchers protect us. Creepy little kids with yo-yos. Okay. It seems like we've got lots of areas to explore. Let's check out this mansion real fast and see what's going on there. Nada, huh? You see a determined but pallid-looking woman in her 30s. Her outfit hints at a metropolitan sensibility. You sense an air of hypochondria about her. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you something if I may. Yeah, sure. I'm listening. I'm looking for my husband, a slender, long-faced gentleman from Boston. His name is Randolph Carter. All I know is they arrived in Arkham. Do you know him or his whereabouts? I don't know if I've seen him, but the name does not ring a bell. I see. Well, thank you, sir. I better continue my search. How'd you get separated? I'm sorry, but I should be looking for him. I mean, I'm a detective, so... You found the right guy. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. We're out of time. I like this game. I do. I didn't like the gacha combat, but I think that's kind of a minor complaint. Like, that's sort of a component of hardcore RPGs, I guess. And so that's more of a personal thing than like a objective. Like, it's more subjective than objective. But now we know, and we'll go back over there once we have a squad that's ready to fight or whatever. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. If you wanted to get Stygian, You can get it down below in the description. I still feel like we haven't gotten that far into the game, but like I would like to. Leave a lot of likes on here if you want to see like more episodes, and I'll think about recording some more, okay? We could try to get a little bit further in. Hi, do, and I'll see y'all next time with something hot and fresh here at the Nerd Castle. Bye.